Have you ever looked at someone's life and quietly wished it was yours? You see their success, their smile, their beautiful family, their expensive vacations, their perfect social media photos, and without realizing it, you begin comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You ask yourself, why is everyone else's life getting better while mine feels stuck? But what if the person you envy is secretly praying for the life you already have? Stay with me until the end, because today's message might completely change the way you see success, happiness, and your own journey. We live in a world where people carefully choose what they want others to see. A smiling photo can hide a broken heart. A luxury car can hide overwhelming debt. A successful business can hide sleepless nights. A happy family picture can hide private struggles no camera will ever capture. Social media has made comparison easier than ever before, but it has also made honesty much harder. We scroll through hundreds of perfect moments and slowly begin believing that everyone else has a perfect life. The truth is, nobody posts their panic attacks. Nobody uploads their lonely nights. Nobody shares every tear or every silent prayer, because every person is carrying a battle that the world cannot see. Comparison is one of the quietest thieves you'll ever meet. It doesn't break into your home, it breaks into your mind. And once it enters, nothing you ever have feels enough. Someone buys a new house and suddenly you're unhappy with yours. Someone gets promoted and your own progress feels meaningless. Someone gets married, and you begin questioning your own worth. This is the danger of comparison. It convinces you that your blessings have no value simply because they look different from someone else's. But life was never meant to be a competition. A rose doesn't compete with an oak tree. The moon doesn't compete with the sun. Each has its own purpose, its own season, its own beauty. Yet we spend so much of our lives trying to live someone else's story, instead of becoming the person God created us to be. Imagine reading a book and judging chapter 3 against someone else's chapter 20. It would make no sense. Yet that's exactly what many people do every day. Someone else's breakthrough doesn't mean your story is over. It simply means their chapter arrived before yours. Your timeline is different. Your purpose is different. Your preparation is different. And that's okay, because what God is building in your life cannot be compared to what He's building in anyone else's. Sometimes, the greatest blessing God gives you is protecting you from receiving something too soon, because a blessing given before you're ready can quickly become a burden. God sees what you cannot. He knows the future you cannot imagine, and He understands the weight your current heart is able to carry. So while you're asking, why not me? He may lovingly be saying, not yet. And sometimes, not yet is far kinder than right now. There is something the world rarely celebrates: the silent battles. The battles fought behind closed doors. The mornings when getting out of bed feels impossible. The nights when tears become prayers. The moments when someone smiles in public but breaks down in private. These are the victories no camera records, no audience applauds, no headlines announce. Yet in the eyes of God, these moments matter more than you realize. Because character isn't built when everyone is watching. It's built when no one is. Think about a diamond. Before it becomes beautiful, it spends years buried beneath the earth, pressed, shaped, refined under enormous pressure. If diamonds could speak, they might call that pressure unfair. But without the pressure, there would be no diamond. Your life often follows the same pattern. The pressure you're experiencing today may be producing a strength that comfort never could. So don't despise the hidden season, because hidden seasons often produce visible miracles. There is another truth we often forget. The people you admire are human. They feel fear. They experience loss. They struggle with doubt. They pray for answers. They carry responsibilities you know nothing about. The successful business owner may be fighting anxiety. The celebrity with millions of followers may feel completely alone. The wealthy family may be praying for peace that money cannot buy. Every heart carries a burden. Every soul fights a battle. That's why kindness is never wasted, because you'll never fully know what another person is carrying. Instead of asking, why is their life better than mine? Try asking, what can I learn from my own journey today? That single question can completely change your life. Maybe today you've been looking at someone else's life, wondering why yours feels so ordinary, why your prayers seem unanswered, why your progress feels so slow. But what if the delay you've been fighting is actually the protection you've been praying for? Imagine trying to harvest a tree before its roots are strong enough. It may look ready from the outside, but the first storm would destroy it. God is not only interested in giving you blessings, He is preparing you to sustain them. That's why your journey cannot be rushed, because purpose without preparation often leads to destruction. So stop measuring your life against people who were given different assignments. Your calling is different. Your test is different. Your timing is different. And your reward will be different too. There comes a moment when you must stop asking, why them? And begin asking, what is God teaching me right now? Because that question changes everything. It replaces jealousy with gratitude. It replaces frustration with growth. It replaces fear with trust. Gratitude doesn't ignore what you don't have. It reminds you of everything you've already been given. The air in your lungs, the people who truly love you, the lessons you've survived, the strength you've gained, the mercy you've received without even noticing it. Sometimes the greatest miracle isn't getting more. It's finally appreciating what has been in your hands all along. One day, you'll meet people who will admire your strength. They'll say, I wish I were as strong as you. But they won't know the nights you cried, the prayers you whispered, the battles you fought when nobody was watching. And in that moment, you'll finally understand something beautiful. Every season had a purpose. Every delay taught patience. Every disappointment built wisdom. Every closed door redirected your path. Nothing was wasted. Not one tear. Not one prayer. Not one lonely night. God was using every chapter to write a story far more beautiful than you could see. So stop comparing. Stop chasing someone else's timeline. Stop believing that you're behind. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn before stepping into what God has prepared for you. So walk your path with confidence. Trust His timing. Celebrate other people's success without questioning your own future, because what God has written for you will never be taken by someone else. And what belongs to someone else was never meant to be yours. If this message spoke to your heart, write these words in the comments. I trust God's timing. Your comment may become the reminder someone else desperately needs today. And if this message encouraged you, share it with someone who has been quietly comparing their life to others. Because sometimes the greatest freedom begins the moment you stop comparing and start trusting. Thank you for watching Reflective Row. Until next time, keep growing, keep trusting, and remember, the life God is writing for you is worth waiting for.